Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Night Court Season 1 of this revival of the show. And this is indeed a sequel series as we have one returning member, and it is John Larroquette. And Dan Fielding, best part of this show. He was a great part of the original, great piece to that really well-balanced ensemble, and here he steals every single scene he's in. And to be honest, I feel like his character in this show, where he is now a public defender in a court run by Harry Anderson's daughter, Judge Stone, where Abby Stone, played by Melissa Rauch, I do feel like Larroquette's acting leaps and bounds above everybody in this, and his comedic timing, like, he makes so many of these lines sell that maybe aren't the funniest, but coming from him, they are. And he makes it work, and he is 100% the best part of the show, like I mentioned. And it feels bad, I feel bad because it's like leaps and bounds the best part of the show. I enjoy his engagement and his interactions, and what brought him back, like the first couple episodes, I enjoyed like the courting of him and trying to get him to come back to the court. I do think Rauch does a fine job. I do think Abby Stone is like a Flanderized version of like a Leslie Knope type and stuff like that, where she's just so much. But there are some moments, especially as the season goes on, where you get to see some cracks, and I appreciated that. I'm like, God, layers. Because like for the first like 9 episodes of this, it's all just like, yeah, like high energy everything. I do like Lacreda, who plays Donna in this particular show. She's the bailiff, and she's great. She's really funny. She's very charismatic. I think what this show is lacking is that same strong ensemble. It might take some time, to be honest, but like I remember watching Night Court and just loving the dynamic of the whole cast. And there's nothing against like Kapil Talwalkar's, like Neil's just, I don't think he's interesting, and his whole entire thing where he's in love with Abby Stone is not interesting. I don't buy into it, and nor am I like, oh my God, I want them to be together. I really hope that's not where this series is going, because I don't buy it, I don't see it, and I'm not interested in it, because the show didn't make it interesting. Neil's not interesting. His connection that he wants to have with Abby, just, please don't. I do really like India Beaufort. I do think she grew throughout this season, and I enjoyed her more. She was, like, her character was kind of just, like, I don't know. I didn't really think about that character much at the beginning, but she got some moments to shine, and she started growing on me. So maybe this ensemble will grow on me. But in general, and I have to go back and rewatch the original Night Court to see if this is that cheesy, but this is just so, like, I miss that television era of, like, you watch something and it looks textured, looks lived in. It looked like a Night Court. This is, like, the brightest freaking rooms ever, and you're just, like, and the lighting just makes it feel so cheap and uninteresting, and there's so much, just the lowest common denominator humor in it that just doesn't sell. And on some level, I just hope that this ensemble can build with each other and develop a better sense of humor, because so much of it is just generic. Like, outside of Larroquette, there isn't anybody who's really, and Lacreda, there's not anybody who's like really excelling in their own voice, I feel like. And I hope there's some growth moving forward, because this did get renewed from what I understand. The first season, it's okay. There's things that I really liked about it. There's other things I just don't care about. And in the end, we'll have to see where it goes from there. But those are my thoughts on Night Court Season 1 of this rebirth. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.